It's your boy again. So this is gonna be my second video in my How to Be Successful in College series. Okay, and so I just wanted to give you a few tips about how to be successful in college, the do's and don'ts of college, and making sure you guys do well in college. Okay. All right. Cool. So rule number one, or first tip, number one, figure out what you want to do in college. Okay. For some of you, that might take, I don't know, a few days. Others might take a few years. Others might be taking 10, 20 years. I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers about something. I can't tell you how long it took. I don't know how long it will take you to decide on a major, on what major you want to do for the rest of your life. I don't know. I can't tell you how long it'll take. One thing that really helped me personally was to take a piece of paper, fold it in half, on one side of that fold, and then open up again, obviously. On one side, write down all the stuff you are interested in on one side of that fold. For example, like, let's just say you like playing video games. You will write playing video games on that side. And then write like writing, reading books, music, stuff like that. All the way down till you run out of things you like to do. And note, I only said on one half. Leave the other half blank. Don't worry about it until a little bit later on. Until a little bit later on. Okay? After you're done writing, making sure you wrote it down on one side only of that fold. It doesn't matter if you take 4, 5, 10, 15, 100 pages. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Just write stuff down on one side. On the other side of that fold now, write all the stuff you're interested in, or write all the stuff that pertains to that, like a major. For example, let's just say you like playing with robots, or you're part of the robotics team in high school, like how I was. You would write mechanical engineering, or you wouldn't write mechanical engineering. You would write engineering. Okay? You would write, if you like to help people, write, I don't know, health sciences. Be broad like that. Don't be, let's just say you like playing with robotics. Don't write mechanical engineering, or electrical engineering, or computer science, or something specific like that. And then you would go down the list, trying to be broad, saying, oh, I like writing books. I like to write. That means you could be an English major or a writing major. Doesn't matter. Or let's just say you like to, I don't know, play music. That means you might be interested in becoming a music major. If you want to figure out, or if you want to figure out how, I don't know, you want to become a doctor, say pre-med, so on and so forth. Alright? You would keep doing that until you figure out, and then after writing down all those, like, major, like, broad topics, like engineering, pre-med, pre-law, business, music, writing, I don't know, list goes on. Pick out and then write another list at the very end. Alright? Write another list saying how many of what you like are there. Meaning, let's just say everything except for 10 things. Let's just say on a list of like 200 things that you've written down, 200 interests that you've written down, everything written down, and everything except for, let's just say, 3 are engineering. I'm just throwing out engineering since I'm an engineering major. You understand what I'm saying, hopefully. If you don't, I'll try and explain myself leave a question, and then I'll try to explain everything as best as possible again. But let's just say everything except for 200, or 200, or like 198 were engineering. Let's just say. Then you would go into engineering. And then you would kind of do the same thing over again specifically for engineering. And then that's how I end up choosing mechanical engineering. Do I like it? Yeah, it's fun. I like to learn. It's a hard subject to learn. And I, unlike a lot of other majors, have a guaranteed future, regardless of what it is. If you're an English major or a writing major, I apologize, or if I insulted you, I apologize. I don't mean to insult you guys, but being a writing major or a film major or English major, it's very difficult to break into that industry. You can't. It's very hard. For example, if you're let's just say a writing major and you write, let's just say, 100 books and none of them fly off the shelves, that means it's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck. But let's just say you write 2 books and then it flies off the shelves and everybody's talking about those 2 books that you wrote, then yeah, cool. You're multi-millionaire, if not multi-billionaire, depending on how many people read your book and if you go to movies and stuff like that. I'm just saying. Film majors, it's similar to writing majors and what I just explained. Like, if you make a movie and, let's just say, 10 people watch your movie, not really gonna make a lot of money. Versus, let's just say, you directed Star Wars like George Lucas. That's a different equation, and you're making a lot of money off of that. So yeah, that's step number 1. Number 2, pick your college. Yeah, personally, I'm from California, and I went to New York for college. Great, one of the best decisions I've made in my life so far was to go out of state. If you can't afford it, go to the best school you can in your specific state or province or territory, wherever you guys live. But yeah, personally, I like to recommend going to the opposite side of the country or going to some other place that will help you out a lot. Okay? So, number 3. After you pick your college and your major and all that stuff, schedules. That's a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. It's not fun. If you're going into college or this is your first semester in college, you won't understand. Meaning, your first semester schedule will be yours. It will be yours, but you won't be able to make it because you won't know what the heck you're doing. Which is understandable. My first semester schedule was essentially the same thing. What else was I going to say? After starting your second semester or heading into your second semester all the way to the end of your senior year of college, you can make your own schedule. So that's a really good, fun thing to do on one side, but the other side, so stressful. Yeah, it's stressful, believe it or not. Registering for class is so stressful. For example, if let's just say you're taking 5 classes and they work beautifully in those 5 classes, and you don't get any of those 4, or you don't get one that interferes with another class, which interferes with another class, and so on and so forth. It's just it sucks. One thing good about college is that they have multiple sections depending on the college. Sections are essentially like periods in high school where you have, let's just say you're taking AP Econ in high school, and there'll be like 5 periods worth of AP Econ at your high school. I'm guessing that's what happened to me in my high school, but obviously every high school is different and so on and so forth. Sections are work in a similar way, meaning there are, let's just say, good 4 or 5 sections of one class with different professors, or sometimes even the same professor teaching at different times. Yeah, it's not fun. So that's what sections are. Basically, let's just say you have a calculus class that you have to take from, let's just say, Monday, Wednesday, 12:45 to 2:10. I'm just throwing out time and days. Then you have everything else that works out perfectly. You get Fridays off, you get Saturday and the weekend off, you get 3-day weekends every week. And then, unfortunately, the calc class gets closed up. That means you have to take another section in order to move on. Okay? So, unfortunately, all the other sections of your calc class interferes with the other classes that you're taking. That means you have to change your entire schedule all the way around in order to fit in this required class. It sucks. And then same thing if another class closes, or so on and so forth. It's not fun after a point. One time I wanted to register for about 5 or 6 classes. Got closed out of all 5 of them. So one section would close, and then it just started dropping like flies, and I was scrambling and making sure that I could take all my classes. So yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say is always have a backup plan just in case your first schedule that you really want doesn't pan out, so that you can say, oh, okay, plan A didn't work because it closed out on me. Plan B could work, plan C could work, plan D, so on and so forth. Sometimes even half of plan B could work and the other half doesn't. Plan C could fill out. Excuse me. Half of plan B could work, but the other half doesn't. Then you can take half of plan C, which works with half of plan B that works, and it just works perfectly and stuff like that. Alright? So since we're on the final topic for this video about college and scheduling, it's a great tool, especially if you have a Google account, to put it in your calendar. Most Android phones are compatible with Google. If most, if not all, Android phones are basically developed by, or you can use Google. Not totally sure about iOS, don't quote me on it, but I think you can, being the keywords. Leave a comment below, I want to actually know that, I could be wrong. But anyways, in your phone, you have a calendar, correct? If you don't, download a calendar. That's number 1. Number 2, fill out your entire calendar with your classes. Okay? That means putting every class in for however long it takes, or however long the class is, and stuff like that. Okay? That means blocking off Monday, Wednesday from 12:45 to 2:10 for calculus. Then Tuesday, senior design, I don't know, I'm just throwing out random classes. Taking your senior design class Tuesday, Thursday from 9:35 to 12:35 in the morning. And then so on and so forth for all your classes. Okay? Good. After that, put in the number of, like, what you want to do after and before class. Like, I don't know, study for calculus after class. Ask the questions to the professor, making sure you have time to talk to the professor and ask him or her questions about what was covered in class, how to do X, Y, Z, and everything. Okay? That's one. And then after that, you would put in your times you want to go to the gym, your times you want to study for, like, go to the library and study. I don't know, times you want to sleep, eat. Make sure you put everything to your calendar, even like lunch and dinner, and when you want to go to the gym. That way, this will help you make you like see like, I'm free from 12, let's just say 3 to 5 on Sunday afternoon. That means I can do whatever I want from 3 to 5. What I do personally is fill up my entire schedule Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday with all my classes, and then on the weekend and every other time I'm free is to fill up like studying times. Go to the library, make sure I study. Go to my professor's office hours, which is a great resource, which I highly recommend to go. Go to tutoring, go here, go there, make sure I study, do homework, and everything. Alright? So those are my 3 tips for studying, being successful in college. I should be making more videos later on this week into next week. Alright? Adios. If you have any, by the way, if you have any questions, concerns, likes, share this video, write in the description box below. I will get to you as soon as possible. Okay? Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you comment. Tell me what I can improve. And see you in the next video. Okay, guys? See ya.